Oh crap, it went live. What's up, everybody? This is your girl Ericka from the ClassYIT blog. I was sitting here for a minute. I was a little mad because it was, Skynet was tripping again. I was like, not today, Skynet. So, anyways, you guys, if you don't know who I am, I'm Ericka Williams from the CLASSYIT blog. I got my M1 Invest shirt on. Again, if you want $10 from M1 Invest, and I get $10, hey, hit the links. I had to do this show. I had to do this show because I was about to get caught up in a gossip channel, and I had to get off. And part of that is the Welive event, Wholesalers Elite event. What surprised me is how many people were there who had never. They just started, brand new, and paid and purchased a ticket and came out and like what I thought, a lot of people brought those people underneath their wings, and they're going to work for those people now. I had a lot of people, super cool. I had about 56 pictures from people who watch our YouTube channel, and it did make my heart happy. I was like, oh, cool. A lot of you were there, and I thought that was awesome. So it was here in Dallas. It was a Maxwell event, and Maxwell has been on YouTube for about 2 years. He has 2 other partners, and he kind of followed the Gary V style per se, where he got a nice fancy camera, following him in his day-to-day, kind of putting out content and like, thank you, economy, the give economy. And so Gary V, of course, was there for like 30 minutes, less than an hour. And of course, he had some positive things to say about helping people and educating people. But I have to say this, what I've learned, them gossip channels will suck you in, and you have to be strong and get out of there. And what I learned is this out of this weekend, I promise you, you have to hammer hard on one thing, go all in on one thing. And when I talk to a lot of you in the audience, and people were asking me questions off to the side, Ericka, what do you think about this? What do you think? Honestly, the number one thing I have to tell people, make a decision. Make a decision. Make a decision. Pick one thing and go all in and hammer it every single day. Make a decision. 2, if you make a decision, you're like, but what if it's the wrong decision, Ericka? If you go 6 months into it, a year into it, you didn't lose your life. You ain't gonna die. You can start again and do something else. And the problem is people do not want to hear that. Now, everybody's like, Ericka, what's the secret, baby? What's the secret sauce? You done got from 0 to almost a milli. What's the secret sauce? The secret sauce is I've been doing one thing consistently, hammering it to death very well. The worst part of the last 6 months is basically me doing too much. Going on Instagram, going over here on Facebook ads, going over here, doing the Facebook group. It was too much. It was too much. So I already sold my piece of my painting company. Gone. That's gone. Letting go of a lot of things. There'll be no more Instagram ads for sure, because people on Instagram are not like people on YouTube. People on YouTube are usually 90% of the time coming to learn, coming to find an answer. And most people on Instagram just want to get in the DM and talk. And I go, baby, go watch the video. Oh, but you're going to give me an answer? Nah, I'm not your mom. I'm not your girlfriend. I'm not your sister. I'm not here to like food feed you on Instagram. That's lazy. And the thing about Instagram is just because you see a picture doesn't mean it's real life. And I'll even put that to the next level. There are several people that you see on Instagram who are, this is coming to an end, right? Like, let me make it very clear. A recession is coming, and that is fine. If you notice, the projection of me changing this channel has been consistently me bringing on quality people to talk about what you can do to improve your life, and you have to make a decision. Because here's the thing, many of you are like, I don't know, Ericka. Should I focus here? Should I focus there? And when I bring on people to tell you about courses, I realize I'm not going to make any more courses. And I'm going to push my prices up. I'm not making any more courses. I don't need to. The answers are tried and true. Like, I keep laughing about some of this stuff, but the more people I talk to, they realize the answer is exactly the same over and over and over. Same answer. You have to make a decision. Now, I'm going to share some screens with you guys to help you understand what I'm trying to say and get it out to you. And you're going to say, well, what does got to do with Welive, Ericka? Hear me out. When we were in Dallas, everybody I kept talking to and bumping into, Oh, I moved here. You know, I was in St. Louis, and then there was a ton of St. Louis people there, and Indiana. Oh, I moved to Carolinas. I moved to South Carolina. I moved to Georgia for a better life. And guess what? When they figured out when they got there, they still had to work. They still had to learn a new city, learn a new state, and figure out how to make money in that city, in that state. Same thing goes for a lot of, the men there. At the end of the day, when people kept taking me aside, like, hey man, what's up, Ericka from YouTube? What do you think I should do? I would say probably answer that broke a lot of their hearts. I said the same thing about 12 people. You need to go find another person to work under and make phone calls for them and get paid $1,000 a week. The faces people gave me were like, Ericka, man, what the crap, man? Why you telling me that? Because here's the thing, they doing too much. They got kids, they got a job, they trying to start real estate from scratch by themselves. Now, let me not get it twisted. Nita and all these people talk to you, you watch them, you need to listen to the story of what these people are telling you. A lot of these people didn't have kids, didn't have a wife, didn't have a husband. Every day off work from 4 o'clock to 9 o'clock at night, they did real estate. Every weekend was real estate for a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. And then you see what you're seeing is the combination of a year of 4 o'clock to 9 o'clock every Monday through Friday, all Saturday, church on Sunday, did some more work. That's what you're seeing. But what you think you're going to do is do an hour, maybe drive around for dollars 1 or 2 days a week and hop in there, make some part-time money. You're not going to do that. Listen again to these people's stories. Tony's dad was on yesterday and today, and a lot of the stuff he was talking about were amazing tax techniques and moving money around and doing all this stuff. And people be like, yeah, I need that. Y'all don't even need that because you don't even make that money to even do that. A lot of you just need to go get up under someone's team, make phone calls. Now you learning the business 2-3 hours a night just making phone calls. And people are like, well, I don't want to make phone calls. That's the business. Phone calls. That whole direct mail and all this other stuff, you still have to talk to the person. You still have to get on the phone with the person. You still have to meet them in person. So you got a lot of introverts who like, ooh, I thought I was just going to direct mail. I thought I was just going to do this. Baby, it's a business. You have to talk to people. And this is why I'm doing this show, because I think some people sat in the audience and was like, oh. And a lot of people were like, oh, I want to do virtual wholesaling. Okay, let me explain to you what virtual wholesaling is. You're going to go online, you got your website up, you're throwing ads out in different cities, you work in different marketplaces, but you still got to get on the phone with somebody to close a contract because what? You don't live in that state. So all these things go back to the phone. They go back to basic techniques. That's why when Grant Cardone is almost laughing, because he knows if this recession comes, all y'all gonna have to do is still learn how to get on the phone, baby, and get in front of people and talk to them. You still gonna have to learn basics, 101 salesman. All these fancy titles and fancy stuff, you still gonna have to learn 101. That's it, period. It's unfortunate that people don't realize that, but that's what you got to do. Now, some other great things Tony's dad was talking about was flipping is not scalable. And the reason I know a lot of y'all don't know that is if you actually talk to real estate folks who've been doing it for years, they get tired of flipping. They love that, people don't talk about rentals like they should anymore. They're like, oh, tenants, tired landlords, blah, blah, blah. It's like a joke to have rentals. But do the math. You buy some $15,000 rental in Detroit and they pay a $700 rent every month. In 2 years, it's paid off. Come on, follow me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the same thing over and over again. Now, people say, well, Ericka, with the recession, what do you want me to do? Listen, this recession is coming and it don't matter. I have 100 messages in Instagram and on Facebook right now. Y'all asking me the same questions, which I'm okay with because there's 8,000 new subscribers here. So some of y'all are new and y'all don't know. But I'm going to tell you what I tell everybody else. You're going to have to make a decision because this is what I see happening. All these little customer service jobs, all these like restaurant service jobs. When restaurants are slow, they get the fewest restaurant servers they can have. When bartending is slow, they get the fewest bartenders they can have. I'm here at a hotel that's in downtown Dallas. They got one girl working down there. It was 8 people this morning trying to check out. She like, okay, getting paid like $12 an hour. Come on now, listen to me. In this recession, they cutting them easy jobs first. And someone even said it in the comments. They talked to this girl She was 30 years old. And she said, well, what made you keep working in customer service? Oh, it's easy. I've been doing it since I'm 14. I'm comfortable. Honey, that's about to go away. That whole comfort factor is going away, because here's the thing. If you don't push yourself, life gonna push you. You know, you just can't stay stagnant. Nothing lives or breathes or grows in stagnant water. You ever seen stagnant water? Even mosquitoes kind of be like, they be dying in stagnant water. Don't, okay? They tell you don't drink stagnant water because you will get diarrhea, okay? But these are things, you can't be stagnant. And I know y'all think I be on here ranting, but I see what's coming. I see what is coming. And let's keep it a buck. I'm in a lot of places where I see a lot of African Americans in customer service, in hotels and restaurants. And I'm like, yeah, you make your money, but you need to be looking out. And a lot of times people just don't know about these jobs. And that's okay. You just didn't know about the jobs. That's okay. You didn't know. And now when you hear, you know. That's how we help each other. You share your video with your cousin about cybersecurity or something. Now they know. Okay, this is how each one teach one. It only works if y'all help each other. Now, the reason I go on these talks, because I get the same questions. Eric, what about IT jobs? What about cybersecurity? What about this? What about this other job? You think this is good for me too? Any of these jobs will pay money. What people didn't realize at this Welive right here, I'm gonna hold up. Hold on. Let me get his face. Brian. Okay, Brian had a job paying $130,000 to $160,000 a year. See, a lot of people make fun. They go, Brian wearing a gas station uniform. Honey, in Houston, Texas, those engineers at Exxon down there, they make $130,000 to $160,000 a year. So for that man to quit his job, that means that real estate is paying. That means every day, 4 p.m. to 9 p.m., looking at houses, driving by, taking pictures, adding people on the team. You're not gonna just leave $130,000 a year job because you straight. But again, listen, when you making $130,000 a year, you see him collecting rentals, you see him paying off all his own personal debt, you see his wife is now retired. Pay attention. The top 20% people do the same thing over and over. So y'all don't be listening to what these people's jobs are before they quit their job. So y'all not listening. And act like, well, black people can't even get their foot in the door. They can. A lot of them do. You just don't know them, or you just don't know about these jobs. Every time I tell this, every time I go to a new city, I ask a question. I find out about new jobs, different jobs, every time. And it's because I ask questions, I interview. I did this thing where I was standing in the middle. I was standing in the middle of the walkway at the hotel. And this was a long hotel. I mean, they had what was crazy is they had the two things on two different ends. It was crazy. And I was walking on cowboy boots and my feet was hurting. But I stand in this middle part and I would just speak to everybody walking by. And a lot of them were nervous, like, oh, she's trying to recruit me or she's trying to talk to me. And I'm like, honey, the best part of this conference is you speaking to people and standing in that circle, speaking to people as they came by. At least 12 people from YouTube were like, hey, what's up, Ericka? I'm like, what's up? Let's take a picture. Why not? People are like, for real? I can take a picture? Why not? We're in person. The best part of all this is me and you are people. And when we meet in person, that's what's the game. All the time. This is how I know the real from the fake. I reach out every day on Instagram to people who be stunting for the gram, because I know that's what they're doing. I go, hey man, I'm in Dallas, you want to meet? Oh man, I can't meet. Come to find out they working a part-time job. Okay. Oh man, you want to do? Oh man, I can't meet. I got to do this. They can't afford it. There's a lot of reasons people don't meet you. It's not because they don't like you, because they are faking the funk for the gram. Like, I knew about you, but I know about you, but I ain't gonna say. But what I keep trying to tell people, what I want you to pay attention to, is as this economy changes, it don't matter. You still control your economy. What you do controls your economy. Many people say, well, what do you mean? If you look at this whole real estate event, Tony's dad gets $230,000 a month in rental income. Let me say that again. Let's back that truck up. Tony's dad, Tony the closer's dad, gets $230,000 a month in rental income. Did you hear what I just said? One of the wealthiest people in North Carolina. And started in 1996, buying them little cheap raggedy houses, doing lease options, doing different stuff. He kept telling y'all, hey, Flipping ain't scalable. Wholesaling big time, it's not scalable. You only got so many time and so much time in your day and can only organize such a big of a team. You got to learn other techniques. Again, when this recession comes, those people who are landlords like him, he ain't sweating. Okay. Like even there was a couple called the Polites up there, and they were cracking me up because they own mobile homes and different stuff. And they were saying rent's due on the 1st. It's late on the 5th. We be at the courthouse on the 8th. I laugh because I'm like, we in Texas. It's due on the 1st. It's late on the 3rd. They at the courthouse on the 6th in Texas. Okay, so when people say, "Oh, I'm never buying a house. I ain't buying no house, Ericka," you not buying no house? Make sure you never late on the 3rd, then, and definitely not late by the 6th. Because what's going to happen in this changing times in the economy? People going to be giving these sob stories. My apartment put me out. Yeah, because they don't care. They ain't got nothing to do with that. They don't care. Thank you, Cal Phillips, for $20 super chat. I'm gonna read y'all comments in a second. I just want to get this through to y'all. The people who, oh man, Stang, I think you accidentally pushed it twice, Cal. You might want to delete. You might have to go back up into YouTube and fix it for your account. What y'all don't understand is it's the same. It's like people go, rich are getting rich. The rich keep getting richer. What are the rich doing? Boring, consistent stuff. They buy little ugly houses. They paint them, clean them up, and they rent them out over and over again. And then what else do rich people do? Look at Todd Milley. Todd Milley said, well, the reason I want to be a lawyer or get my MBA and get my JDs because I saw wealthy people did that. Come on. Come on. Come on, pay attention. When people keep leaving the same clues over and over and over again. And here's the thing that blows my mind. I'll look at the numbers. I'll see how many of y'all click the different links and go check out people's stuff. It'll be thousands of y'all. It'll be like 4,000 people check out a course and 40 buy. Now I expect those numbers. I expect them. But as this recession's coming up, some of y'all need to make a decision. 4,000 people clicking, only 40 people bought something. Let me tell you something. Some of y'all ain't got the money right now, and that's okay. Some of y'all making a decision on it, thinking that's okay. But I need you to make a decision. Because I don't want to hear no crying on this channel in 2020. I don't want to hear no crying at the end of this year. I don't want to hear nothing this summer. I don't want to hear nothing. Because you know when times get real tight in America? In the summer. When them kids come home and they eating up all your groceries. And the light bill and the electricity is high because it's summertime and they run in the air all day. Again, when I reached out and I said, who want to invest in these trucks? What's up? I am thankful for every single one of those people that stepped up and asked, because I said, I'm going to make sure I take care of you. I'm going to make sure as the economy goes and we invest in stuff, I'm going to make sure I take good care of you. I promise you, because there are so many people out here faking the funk, pretending like they got money and doing all stuff. Well, I'm thinking about this, Ericka. I don't know about it. Honey, you ain't got a lot of me. There's something my grandma used to say. If it was a lie, I didn't ask for it. You know what I'm saying? If you had to lie, I didn't ask you to do that. But what I do want you, when I'm coming to Boston, hey, sometime soon, I can't give all the details, but there's 3 people in Boston I'm coming to see. So I'll be up in Boston soon. But it'll be cold up there. Y'all be too cold for me. I need y'all to warm it up. June be right. But the reason I'm telling y'all this is I just keep seeing the same signs everywhere I go. The people who really got money and really ready to work and do projects, they meet me for lunch. We sit down, we talk. And as you see on this channel, you go, Ericka, well, what about this? I don't care about making courses. It's not to knock courses. It's not to knock consulting. It's not to knock all these things I started with. But listen, the best investment you'll ever make is in people. That's the best investment you'll ever make. If you can find 2, 3 people who want to partner with you to buy something, buy a house, buy real estate, do it. Because that's the best investment you'll ever make. It's the best. Period. Hands down. Hands down, y'all. I'm trying to tell you something. I'll be back in Atlanta April 4th through 7th, and I'll be doing a meetup April 6th. I'll be on this channel letting you know April 6th will be in Midtown Atlanta. Come see me. It ain't gonna cost you a thing. Come free. Come hang out. Totally open. So I'm gonna show you a few things, but the reason on this YouTube channel you've been seeing me, I just over and over, repeatedly, over and over. I'm just doing videos now. I ain't dealing with paint company. I ain't dealing with anything else. Just over and over every day. Doing YouTube videos, bringing people to talk to y'all. treating it like a radio show. Then I get off the phone, handle these trucks. That's it. Now people say, well, why you at the Welive event? You wholesaling? No. You can only be really good at one thing, people. You can only be like excellent at one thing and let everything else go. Just period. Boring, consistent businesses. You know, everybody out here like, look at my YouTube videos. Look at all these angles. Look at all this stuff. And I'm like, I'll pay somebody to do that. I ain't got time. I ain't got time. You want to make millions and millions of dollars? Hit one thing, hit it well. Hit one thing, hit it well. So every day, what you see me do? You see me do YouTube. You see me talk to trucks. I went to this I go to conferences because people is what make anything go. So now in this room, I've got 100 business cards from 60 different cities. Well, actually more like 50 because a lot of people are the same areas. Now, what's gonna happen if I got a group of people over here that want to pull $20,000-$30,000? What are we gonna invest in, Ericka? Well, we got plenty of trucks. We got enough trucks now. Let's go get a house. Let's go get this. Let's go get that. And what people don't understand is how you treat people matters. How you treat people matters. I remember every single person that had something stanky to say to me. I remember every single person that would ignore me when I tried to get them on my show for interviews. I remember every single person I've tried to reach out and help and they didn't return the favor. I remember. Don't call me Petty Patty, but I am making a note in my mind of who showed up when it was time to show up. Trust me, there are some people I know are hurting right now. And when they got given the opportunity for me to reach out and say, hey, you know, what's up? I'll go ahead, I'll drop 50K with you in Houston. If you need help, I'll go ahead and partner with you on this project so you can finish this project. Oh, no, I got it. Months later, I'm hurting. Anybody want to buy this from me? See, don't let your pride cash a check your butt can't, write a check your butt can't cash. It's old saying, but it makes sense. Sometimes you have to partner with people. And the number one thing about real estate people understand is people make the business. People be in these wholesaling, just coming over to people's house, giving them crappy numbers, not caring about what the people want. There's story after story where people are giving people a less check for their house. And the person still went with them because they treat them with respect. Happens every day. Happens every single freaking day. So I'm going to share my screen a little bit. And people be like, oh man, Ericka, you selling stuff on here again? Listen. I could go be on TV. And I'm not trying to do this to brag, but I've been showed 2 or 3 different little contracts. But I was like, man, what am I going to be on TV for? I don't need that. I'm like, it's entertaining. One of them was entertaining, but one of them I know was going to be a hood rat show. So I was like, no, thank you. But what I learned in this process is like, think about why you're doing stuff. What is the long-term purpose of some of that stuff? And people don't think about that. They be thinking, I'm just want to get on TV. I just want to get on TV. Okay. And your phone going to blow up and your friends and family ain't going to be bothered with you because it's too much drama. Trust me, I've seen it play out. I know how it goes down. All right. Now here's why. Here's simple. Let me make this so simple. Y'all should be able to see this. And thank you everybody for the super chat. Y'all are just awesome. Thank you, Luis Cabrera, for the Boston super chat. All right. So you see how I have over here column 1, job, small investments, large investments, partnerships. Business, employees, small investments, large investments, partnerships. Now, why do I have it like that? Because 99% of people are over here. 99%, baby. And even when you own a business, you're still working for people. You have clients that you work for and you help. See, people have gotten away from the clients that you help. You know what I mean? Thank you, Ramon Briscoe, for the $1 super chat. And that's why when I bring on, you guys see me, I always talk about, day trading with Terry, the summit, where to start. I don't know where to start, Ericka. I want to get in real estate. I don't know where to start. I'm sitting here giving you the summit because literally it's 6 different courses in one package. Almost everything you need. And she gave us half off. Kendra came on the show and gave us half off. Now, why did I do that? Because everybody ain't gonna start a business, y'all. All this hype about business. When people stop talking about business, when the recession comes, they're gonna be like, "Ooh, thank you, Lord, for my job. Thank you, Jesus, on Thursday for my job." Now, before they was like, "I can't wait to get up out this place," but when they start cutting people and firing people, thank you, Lord, for my job. I don't want y'all in those positions. Many people be messaging me in the emails. Well, Ericka, what about these tech jobs? Do you think it's going to be okay? I mean, are they still going to keep paying people like you think? Yes. Yes. Are you kidding me? Yes. Cybersecurity. You know how many people try to hack a bank a day? Cybersecurity going to go through the roof. It's going to go through the roof. All these IT jobs where you're getting trained on the job, that's how they protect these companies from the tech employees. Come on, y'all. If you go in the military right now, you go into cybersecurity. I forgot the MOS, exact MOS, but literally my friend's been stationed in Korea for 6 years. That's his only choices, Washington, D.C. and Korea. Because why? Hackers. People spend day and night hacking day and night banks, hacking all day long. So yes, you still gonna need these jobs, these high-tech jobs. When I bought on Kimmoy and I bought on Chris, listen, I'm meeting black men all the time who invest in stuff left and right. And I'd be like, damn, how he invested? There was one black guy. I tried to get him to take a picture at this event. He didn't take my picture. He didn't take a picture with me. And his shirt said engineer. Now this guy was happy as can be, walking around laughing and talking, trading cards with people. Because guess what? You know what he was? He was an engineer. He was there to do what? Meet somebody who will find deals for him and he will give them money. April 6th is Wing Festival in Atlanta. What? Trey didn't tell me about no Wing Festival. Thank you, Brent C, for the 25 super chat. Let me know where the Wing Festival is gonna be at. I'm gonna have to look that up. But I'll be doing I'll be doing a happy hour, I guess a happy hour mixer, because that place opens at 5 in Midtown Atlanta. So I'll keep it posted all over the YouTube channel and Instagram. But the reason I keep talking about this is most people are gonna be at a job. And when I talk about the small investments, I'm talking about a little bit of Lending Club, Prosper, different little loans, different little things. There's a reason I bring them up. Large investments are when you talk about 5 and 10 grand. There's a reason when I said for the trucking company investment, if you want 5 grand, you got 10 grand, we can talk. Why? Because someone who's saved up 5 and 10 grand, they are further along the road or they have a high paying job. Period. Period. Now, when you talk about partnerships are when you at 20 grand or 30 grand. Terry and other people, they got all kind of deals for people where they can turn around and get 10 and 20% interest on their money if you got 25 grand. That's where it starts for a lot of people. Grant Cardone, all these different people. High numbers. Thank you, Teresa Gills, for the $2 super chat. Ready to make money grow? Brother, I should have said brother. What about brother? But that's what I keep telling people. I'm like, again, there's levels to this. So most people don't have, I should even put 401k underneath here like this. 401k. Oh, wait, I took the thing off. 401k underneath job. But even then, most people, you saw the numbers. I shared on Instagram. Most people got like 14 grand or 20 grand and they 401k. So then if they try to take half of it, take the money out, they're going to get taxed on half. They'll get penalized. So, I mean, that's why I keep trying to enforce it. But again, over here, business. Now, why do I keep saying employees? Because what y'all don't understand is, here's the thing, and I have to say this. We promote in this culture this, hustle. You got to hustle, right? Hustle your face off, right? We promote this kind of culture. And what we don't really tell people, if you actually look up older business entrepreneurs, you look up some of the older people, oh, they tell you, girl, no, go get you a husband. I mean, I'm not doing this just to kind of brag about myself, but like literally I have older black people like, okay, you know what you need to do? I want you to go spend the next 6 months, go dating, go find you somebody, go enjoy your time, let your employees run things. You good. Because at the end of the day, you got this much time in life, period. Go have your kids, go do what you're going to do. If it's, you know what I mean? You got to have employees. People say, oh, I got a business, and it's just them. No, that's not a business. Trust me, if I didn't have these 2 girls helping me with this credit, I wouldn't get anything done. Nothing done. Okay? Then I got a person doing ClickFunnels. I can't do all that. ConvertKit, I can't do any of it. I can't. It's too much on the plate. I do one thing a day. I do YouTube videos, and I make phone calls about the trucks. I ran ads on the trucks, and I make phone calls about trucks, and that's it. And I stay focused in that lane. I let other people that I've hired do their job. That's called running a business. If it's just you working yourself to the bone by yourself, you got a business. Don't let me knock you down. But this whole one-man show thing, that doesn't work well for long. It only works temporarily. And so that's why you see me like one of the Grand Coder thing, I'm like, you're going to start seeing people work for $10, $12 an hour with high skill. Now people say, oh, they need to stop. Employers aren't paying a living wage. They ain't doing it. And I'm like, but what does your job do? Does your job bring in sales? Does your job bring in sales for that company? Or is your job something like social skills, soft skills, stuff around the corner? Because they don't care about that. That's why I keep telling you about these tech jobs. Yeah, y'all think I'm playing. I see what's coming. And people say, well, why are you messing with trucks then? Again, when it comes to business, you have an active side and a passive side. The whole thing Tony's dad was trying to get people to see is that's why he has all these rentals. He got money coming in every month for the next 18 years on rentals. He became the seller. Like people come, I want to buy a house. I can't listen. I don't want to give away too much of their stuff because I know they're going to sell the replay. But let me put it to you like this. Let's say I'm Ericka and I own 10 houses, 10 really nice houses, like $150,000 houses in North Carolina, 3-bedroom, 3-bath, like big ones. But the economy turns and you can't get your regular bank financing. You can't get no mortgage. See, what people keep telling you is, oh man, Ericka, what's going to happen is I'm going to wait till the recession and you didn't get approved for nothing. I already know this. I already been through a recession. I know this. And so what happens is all this seller financing goes into place. Now, if you're lucky and you're with a good guy like Tony's dad or with some of these good people who are doing seller financing, good. Now, Texas got some funky rules on it, but overall, if you get with some of these people are buying $50,000, $75,000 houses. They can pay that off in 10 years if they smart and have a house, not even deal with the bank. Okay, there's a reason I made a video called Be the Bank. There's a reason it's going viral, mostly YouTube, but it's going viral because you can be the bank. Now, Tony's dad's got probably like, I think 20 properties where people are paying him a mortgage for the next 10, 15 years. He's 60. So he already got the next 75 years. You know what I'm saying? He got already the 75 planned out. People don't be thinking like that, but that's what's going to happen in a recession. People can't qualify. Now, here's the thing. People are like, well, I got a good credit score. But if you don't make no money, if you got a brand new Mercedes and a brand new Cadillac Escalade, they're not going to approve you for the mortgage because you got the car before the house. And they know how these things turn out. If you can't pay the car, you can't pay the house, you keep the car, you don't keep the house. They've seen it over and over. They've done survey after survey on this. So just letting you know. To get approved for a house is $580, bare bones basic FHA, but your interest rate gonna be shitty. 620 is better, 700 is even better. But this is why I keep saying the things I'm saying, because I know what's coming, and I just want people to make a decision. Like you've been informed, make a decision. The reason I had to stop watching that gossip show over there is because I realized it's 1,200 people in that gossip show. It's 208 people over here right now. It's the numbers speak for yourself, and what's going to happen is you're going to see the recession, racism, the white man got me down, all that stuff going to be, you're going to hear it again, even though they have chose to repeatedly spend their Sundays, their Fridays, their Mondays, their Wednesdays, their Thursdays Netflixing and chilling, sitting at the house. A lot of them ain't cooking dinner for their kids. A lot of them chilling, not growing, not investing. I really asked the question on YouTube, what are y'all doing on weekends? Because a lot of people ain't building a business. So what you doing on the weekend? You cleaning your house? A lot of black people clean on Sundays and Saturdays. Play Anita Baker, clean the whole house. Cookouts. Well, other than that, what you're doing? That's why when people tell me, oh, I ain't got no time, Ericka. I can't study. I can't read. I can't get a tech certificate, Ericka. That means I got to study and read. And what you doing? What you doing Monday through Friday, 4 to 5, 4 to 10 p.m. at night? What you doing? Just saying. Ericka, this is my first time ever super chatting anyone. I'm all about partnership and JVs. Let me know when you're in DC, Maryland, Virginia, DMV. May I be up in there all the time. All the time. I'll be up there again. There'll be a meetup June 29th, but I'll also be up there in April. So if we have a little time, but it's near Easter, so it's going to be tough for people. Again, I'm gonna read these comments because I'm laughing, but I'm just telling you, the Welive, all that reminded me at the Welive is there were people there who were brand new, absolutely brand new, and they're gonna work for people's team and make good money. There are people there who are probably disappointed with my answers, telling them to go work for somebody else for $1,000 a week so they can build cash flow. But if you struggling to have a baseline, what is a baseline? A baseline is like here. Like all my bills are paid, all stuff is caught up, and now I can do stuff. Right? Same cost. Listen, people are like, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Gotta have a baseline. A lot of people, what people don't understand is if you read the book, The Illusions of Entrepreneurship, the average business owner in America starting his first business is 44 to 48 years old. They start something low tech, they're married, their wife works, and they have savings. So already, if you underneath that category and you're a young person, you ain't got no savings, you ain't got no money saved up, you are starting on an uphill battle. Is it against you? Is the odds tough? Yes. Can you still make it? Yes, you can still make it. I don't want you guys to think I'm discouraging you, but you have to, like, a lot of y'all are not doing the math here. Get yourself stable. And a lot of the problems, 90% of the problems I'm seeing are financial. These people out here complaining about baby mama drama and they car getting repossessed and taxes is too high and insurance is too high. I'm like, how much is your insurance? $200 a month. How much your car payment? $300. You talking about $500, bro? You can go drive for Uber 2 weekends in a row and get that car out. You know what I'm saying? But this is how you know. This is how you know. You got 37 million people 90 days late on credit cards and 7 million people 90 days late on their car. Some of that's choice. Some of that's choice. All right, let's see what we got in these comment sections. Because y'all, I've been ranting for a minute, but I'm here. I'm here. Let me see what y'all got going. You know, we got to cut it before The Walking Dead come on. Okay? Because I got to get my one stupid show in on Sunday. Okay? What's up, everybody? We got New York in the building. We got some good folks up in here. Chicago in here. Gossip channels get me every time. They get you every time. You get sucked in and I'll be like, no. I didn't need this. I got to get off of it. Washington, D.C. What's up? And Andre Hatchett. San Antonio, Texas. Can't hear you. Uh-oh, you got to refresh your screen, baby. Hello, new sub here. Maryland. New Orleans in the building. So glad to catch you live. I'm here to learn. What's up, Michael? Sticking to one thing until the mastery is the real secret. You're so right. Tony, listen. I know y'all think I'm being redundant today, but you see, I just use YouTube videos. I bring people on. They talk. They share their experts, and I keep moving. Boop, 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 and repeat. Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. Some people be like, well, I see this other girl's YouTube channel. She got millions of subscribers. I'm telling you, if she ain't selling nothing on the channel, she ain't got t-shirts, she ain't got something. She broke. I know it because I know. I meet a lot of people and I know, and I talk to them. That's the thing. So many influencers are moving out of LA. Recession's already started. Man, let me tell you, there's Damon and Joe. Here's the funny thing. I love them. I think they're amazing. I met them at the airport once, no, twice now. Met them when they came to Austin. They would literally not Airbnb, or sublease their apartments while they would travel the world for like 3 months and 4 months and 6 months, and then make these shows, right? And do this YouTube thing. Well, now they finally got some stuff from, I think Kia. They got a TV show now. Like, basically a lot of TVs or shows, channels, and producers are reaching out to people on YouTube to make TV shows because they realize they can get guaranteed views almost. So now one of them moved back to LA full time. And the other one is living in Paris. Why? Cheaper. Can't afford to stay in LA. They can't afford to stay in LA. They can't afford to stay in LA. Nobody out here can afford to stay in LA. And then the people I see on Instagrammers, when I show you Renee, she got 300,000 followers. She got paid advertisement at Walmart and all these things. She got moved into a giant LA condo. And her friend bought a brand new Jeep in LA. Come on. You can tell who's making money, who's not, who's struggling from this, and who's not. Hit the like button, people. Thank you. Decatur, Georgia. What's up? Charlotte. People afraid of talking on the phone these days. Yeah, and here's the thing. I'm gonna say this, and people get mad at me. Ugly men love talking on the phone. And people get mad, but they the best conversationalists in the world. You be on the phone with some man, he about talk your clothes off. You meet him in person, like, ooh, he ugly. It don't matter because they know what is your skill. Use your skills, make it work. You ever hear somebody say they got a radio voice? Man, that man got a radio voice. Usually what it used to mean is when you said a man had a radio voice, he was ugly. And it don't matter. Use what you have. You good on the phone? Use that phone. Old school is cool. People that device work. Listen, I'm telling you. Detroit, what's up, Asia Dennison? Facts, rotate to winning sectors of stock market. Yep. It's coming. Yes, Kelly Cole, it's coming. The sad thing is people in customer service normally are living paycheck to paycheck and in debt from liberal arts degrees. This is true. But when you talk to them, you ask them about community college. You know, there's so many people I know right now when asked about community college, it was like you were insulting them. Oh, I already have my degree. You are not making any money to live. You live with the parents, you're making $30K a year. Whatever you got is not working. Would you like to go back to community college and get some kind of certification? And they'd be so mad. They'd be so mad. I just subbed to him 2 weeks ago. Congratulations. Hey, Yvette, I'm speaking since nobody spoke back to me. What are you talking about? Oh, what's up, Yvette? Freedom and control is worth a small pay cut if it has to happen. Brent C. Ericka, you're going to get gray hair talking about this? I'm getting gray hair now. I ain't worried about it. Network is your net worth. It really is. You are a great speaker. Thank you, Mark Brown. In the process of moving from Arizona to NYC. Woo. Woo. It's a cybersecurity related job and that designs encryptions. FYI, I have an electrical engineering background, but I'm also looking for the opportunities as well. Congratulations. The jobs are there, but don't rely on one source. That's right. What's up, DeMarcus Carter? You were there. You didn't take a picture. Take a picture anytime you want. I don't care. Los Angeles. Good Lord. Yep. Don't do us, Dre. It was in the 40s today. It is cold in D. Check in with your folks. Thank you for the info. Right now, I work 40 hours a week in digital marketing, do gig economy jobs part-time, and learning web development. Congratulations, Raphael. People will always need to live somewhere. Facts, 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 facts. Listen, people say, well, what's going to happen in a recession, Ericka, with your tenants? Listen, baby, I just drove over here in Austin by Greenville. It's a street called Greenville. And they're having some of their bars closed, okay? Because they high end, too expensive. You don't have enough people making money like that. Two, you go 2 streets over, they got these really high-end 3 floors up condos they done made over there, and townhouses all up and down that street. And they expensive. Oh, honey, I looked them up. They expensive. But here's the thing. And be careful. When the economy turns, those condos are still going to sell because of the area. Certain income-based people are going to live there. What we call hipsters and yuppies are going to live there. And then they're going to bring their other yuppie friends with them, right? So if it's 2 or 3 guys who all work in engineering, they all going to live up in there. It ain't going to change. Same thing with low income. You're going to see more people living up in a house. Add value by assets. Rich keep getting richer, poor keep getting poorer. Not how economics works, but we'll let them have that. Listen, poor people love saying that. The rich just keep getting richer. Well, what are they doing? They're buying stuff and making money off poor people. I'm like, really? And I'm not gonna pick on people, but every week, like clockwork, I'll go somewhere and see somebody buying 100 scratch-off tickets, buying 50 scratch-off tickets. I'm like, honey, stop. Get out of this line, holding this line up for gas. Teresa Gills, I'm coming into a settlement and trying to make it work for me and my family. I'm trying to pick what to do. Teresa Gills, don't do nothing fancy. I know people hate it when I say this, but I'm not giving you advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but 90% of the time people go through money like water. Two options are mostly best for people. They do an annuity that pays them a little bit of money every month for the rest of their life, for 10 years or 20 years. You know, if parents die, sometimes they put an annuity, it's paid for 20 years. Or they just buy 3 rentals and keep it sit down. And I know people like, Ericka, that's not sexy. That's not cool. Listen, that settlement money gonna go so fast it don't make no sense. So I tell people these are the two things I ever recommend anybody get a settlement. Trust me, as a person who grandma and my father died 6 months of each other, got money. Trust me, you need to make the only things I've seen successful people do is either take an annuity that's gonna pay them $2,000 for the next 10 years, $2,000 a month for the next 10 years. And you know what that person does? They pay their rent and live their life. I've seen it myself. I've seen it. Or they pick 3 rentals and have 3 tenants. And it's more, listen, you got 3 tenants paying $1,000 a month, you're doing better than a lot of people in America. Don't overthink it. I know from Fayetteville, North Carolina, there was a woman, her and her family was living rough. She got $500,000 and it was gone in 11 months. They living in hotels. They had a Mercedes-Benz. They in the Mercedes-Benz trying to sell shoes and sell back the crap they had bought. And everybody was like, are you kidding me? Now the settlement, the original lawsuit was like $2 million, and but out of the payment, like she took a lump sum payment, it was $5 million. So anyways, we ain't gonna go too deep into that. What brand of laptop do you have? A crappy one, but they all work. That's all that matter. When you coming back to Atlanta, Brent? See, I said April 4th through 7th. April 3rd through 7th, I think. I need the tech course to up my money. This will allow me to get money to start buying rentals. Go ahead, grab it. Not yet, but soon. I see big things in the future for us. When I get more info, I will let you know. Bro. Okay, he's talking to each other. Sorry. There are so many courses I can do. The fact is most people don't want to invest in themselves, but the first to get a Gucci belt. Man, there was Louis Vuitton and Gucci belts at this event this past week, and I was like, why? What y'all doing? Am I coming to LA or Las Vegas? Yeah, at some point I'm coming to Las Vegas. Coming to NYC? Yeah, I'm trying to. I'm in Phoenix. When are you? Oh, he's talking to that guy. Sorry. Alex Becker talked about that today. Lock in on one thing first. Listen, when people call me, oh, Ericka, I want to get multiple streams of income. I want to do this. I want to do that. Stop. Stop. I hear it every day. Stop. Pick one thing. And you be like, well, Ericka, you talking about this and doing that. Listen, look how many years I've been doing YouTube consistently. The money come in. I've been doing lending club for five years now. I've been doing the same stuff over and over and over. So when I get an extra 10 grand, yeah, I can go do that. But you got to look at where people are in the cycle of their life. How long they've been doing it. See, people look at Instagram and go, well, they invested in 4 or 5 companies. Even Tony's dad today on stage said he had 6 companies. And he was like, oh, I know I'll be wearing my poor wife to death. And this man get $230,000 a month. Even he has limits. Y'all, very few people just splatter. You don't have enough bandwidth in a day. You know, and people say, well, what? Listen, I do YouTube videos and I talk on the phone for the trucks. Everything else I've started to hire out for so that I can have more Friday night dates. I can go out with this person. I can go eat dinner. I can go do this. I can go take a vacation. There's a method to the madness. And y'all are seeing snapshots on Instagram and be like, well, I want to do that too. You don't know what they're doing in the backstory. Oakland, California. Yeah, Alex Becker, listen, you see his life. I haven't watched this video yet. I think I may have saw it or pieces of it. I was at dinner earlier. But if he talked about cutting down to one thing, that's the truth. That's the truth. That's why you see all these people coming back off Instagram, coming back off all this other stuff. If you see somebody, listen, the Budgetnista has 300,000 people in her Facebook group, and I don't know how many followers. I don't know her enough, but I know Jabril. He's her partner. And then on top of that, they have 18 employees running that thing. Listen to me. 18 employees running a 300,000. I said 30,000 or 400,000. Facebook page, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. He running ads. He's half owner of her company. Listen, when y'all out here thinking y'all gonna do all this stuff, you're not gonna do it. People are not telling you the backstory where they got 18 employees. They're not telling you that. You out here working yourself to death, trying to blog, trying to podcast, trying to do. You don't know what these people are doing behind the scenes, and it's just I'm upset because I see people trying to mimic what people are doing, and And I know the behind the scenes. I know. Listen to what they're saying. Like when people say they have employees, ask questions in their live. How many employees do they have? Because even some of these people with YouTube channels that have like 70,000, 80,000 subscribers, 100,000 subscribers, they got 3 employees in the back. Maxwell has 2 partners that you don't even see that are 2 white guys. Now, see, y'all all up on the YouTube like, I see Max hustling 1 deal away, but y'all not paying attention to the fact that Max has 2 white business partners, and there is a staff in his office, and they have people overseas making phone calls. They got 10 people in the office, 10 people making phone calls overseas every day. Come on, do the math. Y'all don't fall for this stuff, man. Don't fall for it. Oh man, yeah, I'm trying to get to Portland because my brother is out there, but that's another conversation for another day. What's up, Charleston? Again, thank you, Brent C, for the tell me about the Wing Festival. I'm like trying to figure that out now. They're begging for people with security clearance and cybersecurity. Exactly. So many people will be kicked out of cybersecurity because they don't have good credit. They got baby mama drama. They got child support cases. They got all kind of mess. Their life is a mess. So these jobs are hiring. Can you get in them? Name the place in Midtown you'll be at. Oh, I'll be at. I'll put the address up soon. I'll put all that stuff up soon. Midnight Grove. I work for Chicago Public Schools IT. Wow. At work listening, you will have to rewatch to look at the whiteboard. Oh, I'm sorry. The key learning is to delegate. Yes. Of course you need help. Always get someone to run my stuff as soon as I can. Yep. I notice right now most people are severely underpaid, and it's gonna be worse when this recession happens. You're gonna have so many people. Hey, I can pay you $15 an hour, and people gonna take it. Gonna take it. Yes, lending was super tight during the last recession. Credit limits were reduced, which will hurt your credit score. Facts, Jabraz. That's why when people are like, well, Ericka, why are you partnering with people? Why don't you just go to the bank? I literally went to a bank and it was gonna take them 2 weeks to turn around a loan. I was like, I can just call up 40 people, see which one of them want to do it. Get 5 for this and 5 for this group. Like move on and be done. You can do so much work around outside the bank, but that's another show. We ain't gonna go into that. And there's 230 people here. Make sure y'all hit the like button. That'd be so great. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mental Alchemist. I don't know if you saw me on Instagram, but a couple that watches the channel, they don't have Instagram and they don't have a super chat, and they gave me $25 at the event. So thank you. I can't remember their name off the top of my head, but it was so nice. I was like, that is the nicest thing I've ever seen. That's super cool. Doug, what's a weekend? I mean, what is a weekend? You know, Sunday is church time and it is family time. But again, there's a lot of people in a lot of communities that don't have husbands, don't have wives, don't have kids. And so when I asked that, what y'all doing on Sunday, you saw when I stopped by that bar, it was just full of young people out there just high-fiving and drinking and doing silliness. I'm refinancing my car when I've had it for a year. Be careful. Now, I'm gonna say this. Thank you, Mark. One Mark DC for the $5 super chat. When people refinance, sometimes people have these really terrible interest rates and they refinance. But what you don't understand is you've paid a bulk of the interest year 1 and year 2. So depending on when you refinance it, you're just going to turn around and pay more interest for the next year. And I mean, it's just like it's a repeating cycle. Bought the summit. Congratulations. Did you put ready to learn? It gives you half off. Thank you, Apple Mac. Yeah, Anita Baker. It's a video where this guy keeps showing where like the kids be laying in the bed and then they hear Anita Baker on Saturday. They're like, dang it. They know they got to get up and clean their house. I mean, that's just what it is. But I'm going to get on out of here in a minute, y'all. Are you building your house in an opportunity zone? I'm not. First time listening. What's up, Teresa Baker? Listening live. What's the name of the book again? Which book? I done named so many. I'm so sorry. I can't, man, not today. Go watch one of the old videos for opportunity zones. They're going hard on gentrification. See, listen, what people don't understand is when the people are like, oh, they're going hard on gentrification. These people need somewhere to live for cheap. They can't afford. I was in Dallas here with Terry, and Terry took me over where there's this lake, Highland Drive. Is it Lakeland Drive or Highland Drive? White Rose Lake. I mean, all the houses over there are $2 million, $1 million. But you go around the corner a little bit, they're cheaper. So what are people doing? They're going around the corner a little bit, buying that house, clean it up, build it up, fix it up. I mean, you just got to be smart about it. But my whole point about the gentrification is these people need somewhere affordable to live. So if they can go in your neighborhood, buy it, clean it up, that's what they're going to do, period. Man, there's a lot I'm missing somewhere. Hold on. What's up, Houston, Raleigh in the building, Atlanta in the building, California in the building, Columbia. Savannah, Georgia checking in. Change your mind, change your life. That's right. Hi, it's my first time on. What's up? Hollywood, Florida, Jacksonville, Florida. I only went over there to the gossip channel because they were on yet, and Lord, I forget. I regret it. You know, and here's the thing. All this stuff these people are talking, they talking big stuff online. You see, they don't show their face. They don't tell you what state they live in, what city they live in, what neighborhoods. Because a lot of these people are married, they have kids, they have interracial relationships, they got all kind of stuff going on, and the foolishness will come to an end. That's all there is to it. A lot of this foolishness, it's going to be old and it's going to come to an end. Just found your videos today. Absolutely loving the knowledge you dropped. You probably deal with trucks or real estate or both. Kerwin, again, if you look at the earlier part of the video, you have fast money, slow money, fast money, slow money, fast money. I even call it fast money, long money. Fast money is trucks. Long money is rentals. That's it. Boom, boom, boom. That's it. When you get your income up, you have choices. That's the key. Reading 12-week year. Thank you, Ericka. Okay. Ran across the channel 2 weeks ago. Thank you, David Murphy. Welcome all newcomers. Ericka, products do you offer? Andre Solomon. I'm not trying to be funny. Look up and down the chat. They've been posting nonstop people's products that we recommend. And you can go online and look at other people's products. And look at the descriptions. I always have it in there. Here's my thing about Lending Club. It's 230 of y'all here. The thing about Lending Club I'm trying to get you guys to see is Lending Club has been out since 2007. And they're about to get some kind of banking. They're about to do next level stuff. But my point about it is it's just lack of exposure. 2007, it's been out 12 years. And people are like, I don't know what this Lending Club is. Huh? What's that about? It's been out since 2007. You got that shows you have to change the rooms you're in. You have to change the rooms you're in. You have to change the rooms you're in. You're in the rooms of people talking gossip and silly mess all day. Now people doing stuff. I'm telling you. No, I'm not going to truck and show in Dallas. See, it's not even about real estate not dipping. You know, that's another thing I was trying to get people to say. It's not about real estate not losing value. It doesn't matter if it loses value. These people, if you buy low or you buy a particular right squeeze point, people still need somewhere to live. If you are buying and holding for a long term, it doesn't make a difference. And that's what people don't understand. People are so busy, like, I just want to get in and flip my money. Like, I just want to flip my money, Ericka. I just want to flip my money. And I'm like, stop. Look at these long-term investors. Warren Buffett ain't out here talking about, you know, I got to flip this money. I got to flip this bread. Nah. And you're like, well, I'm not Warren Buffett. That's true. But look at long money people. Like this whole college thing where people are upset about the college and Dr. Dre's up there like, well, I didn't have to pay to get my daughter in. Dr. Dre just gave that same school $70 million 5 years ago. You think they were going to tell his daughter no, y'all? Come on now. Come on, Negro. Come on. That's ridiculous. Again, these things are not, a lot of these families, they're just going to school just to go. to connect with certain type of families that are going to be there. So tonight, you know, like, I'm being careful. I go to these conferences because I like being in a room with go-getters and people who are interested in learning. And that's 95% of people who are there. And the men you meet there and the women you meet there, if somebody's in a like-mindedness, dating occurs. You know, I've seen relationships happen out of conferences. I've seen it. Ray Gunn said, don't talk about my scratch offs. I just won 15. Doug got him $6 scratch off. Yep. Anthony Bolton said scratch off tickets is an investment though. Word up. Apple Mac, listen, if y'all still renting, you already have proven you can own a home because a house note is half rent. Buy a duplex or more, live in one unit, rent it out. See, wealth requires responsibility, and people don't want to hear that, Apple Mac. The fall of America. I need a duplex in Charlotte. Woo! It's expensive out there. He bought the Summit Happy already. Congratulations. Coming to Oakland as soon as I can. You know, Charles Ogilvie makes fun of me because I go everywhere but California. Hello from Canada. What's up, Stephen Campbell? She did. She went through $500,000, y'all. But listen, I'm going to be careful. This woman was like a recovering crack addict. I'm going to be careful. And she had kids who were teenagers. So she wasn't doing well. And she walked across the street. A freaking bread truck. No lie, y'all. A bread truck that was delivering to the grocery store hit her. The guy wasn't paying attention. He was texting on his phone. So first, she was going to get paid for getting hit by the bread truck. 2, she goes to Cape Fear Valley Hospital. I'm not giving away too much information. I don't know who this woman is. But she was at Cape Fear Valley Hospital, and the surgeon messed up on her lady parts, her uterus. Like, because it was all, like, the truck hit her in her abdomen. So they fixed her hip, and they messed something up. So not only did the hospital pay her, the truck company paid her. Okay? Now, I'm going to say this, and I know this sounds horrible, but many people don't understand how lawsuits work. And I'm going to say this, and this doesn't mean I think less of this woman. If you're a lawyer or a doctor or a school teacher or a nurse and you've made like $100,000 every year your life, and then you get injured, that first thing they say is, well, you've just killed her livelihood. She would have made millions of dollars in her career if you hadn't hit her with this bread truck. And they base settlements. Sometimes they go, well, she needs $3 million to make her right, make her life whole. 3 and 4 or 5 million. This woman, unfortunately, had a history of arrest and prostitution and drugs. And so even though she had been clean for 5 years and working a job, when they hit her, it was like, well, this woman's not, you know what I mean? So unfortunately, sometimes with lawsuits, even if they've damaged your legs or arms or whatever, like, depending on who you are, they might not pay that much. You might only get $1 million, and then your lawyer take half or third. So, oh yeah, but she kept that Mercedes though. They paid cash for that Mercedes Benz. So she drove around in a big, like the 300 Mercedes, like whatever, with the big emblem in front. Paid cash for it all the way. Paid the insurance up for a year with USA or something like that. And then like, but everybody who knew her was like, yo, I could have set you up with a rental. She didn't even buy a house. And this is in Fayetteville, where she could have bought a whole house for $80,000. She could have bought a house for $100,000. So they were back renting with the big buddy Mercedes Benz. So, you know, it's just people, the mind will take them back where they were anyway. That's why when people talk about reparations, I'm like, if you give people reparations today, they'll take it right back where they were 2 weeks ago. I don't even know where Norfolk, Connecticut is. I don't even know what that is. Thank you so much, Sonia Mathis. All right, I'm going to wrap this up. Hey, Ericka, isn't Jabril a YouTube partner now? He should be. Create your own economy before creating an empire. Facts. And listen, people say, well, oh, Ericka, you're not balanced. You're doing too much work. If you go back and listen to Grant Cardone, he was saying he was depressed before he wrote the 10X book. And people were like, why is he depressed? He said, I wasn't living up to my fullest potential. I needed something bigger. I needed a purpose. I needed a mission. And a lot of people I feel are out here drifting. They shopping to fill a void. They hooking up with like bums and these dusties to get girlfriends or boyfriends just because they have no other purpose in life. So when someone's like, oh, you're working too hard, I'm like, I've seen the alternative. I'll take this. What did you offer today? I came in late. All the links are in there below and in the description. In rental property, should you have all the properties under a different LLC? It would be best, Joseph Williams, just in case something happens, but you know. Slinging Wing Festival in Sandy Springs. Okay, is the Slinging Wing Festival all day in Sandy Springs? Somebody let me know. I'm gonna look that up because I would actually check that out if it's during the day, but in the afternoon I'm gonna do my hangout period. And I'm also there for the conference Social Proof, so I'm there also for a conference. But the conference is only 2 days. Pharaoh 4 said, "Black people recession." I already see the Soldier Boy face right now. That is awesome. How do we invest in the groups you're talking about? So, Mr. Nice One, again, I put a link up for people to fill out the Google app if they were interested. Again, it was only for people who have 5K or 10K to invest. But there are several groups, Tide Millie, Tide Capital, all these other smaller groups that you can invest in. Bought trucking class and 2 Charm City classes. Congratulations, Brent. When I heard Luther, it was time to clean the house. There you go. Heard Al Green. Yes, White Rock Lake. That's where I went today. I remember a few years ago, downtown ATL off Cascade Street, many houses were for sale for less than 30,000. Many of those houses are now 100,000. No, I'm not building a home in Opportunity Zone, Joseph Williams. Exposure is key. Yep. Yep. Can a church property be turned into an apartment? It depends. You have to look at zoning. You have to talk to a real estate attorney for sure. Rock and roll data. I subscribe from a few channels due to lack of value they bring. Man, you know what I started doing? I would type in different search words so that Skynet would send me different stuff. So I just started typing in jazz channels, all kind of random stuff. For people who want to learn what you do, no. So anybody that's working for me wouldn't be doing what I do. What they would be doing would be content marketing. They'd be writing articles for me. They would be responding to my PR person. So I have a PR person, and all she does all day is have articles that I have to respond to. Woo! Where they try to interview people. So you guys know I actually made it on HGTV's articles repeatedly about house flipping and house investing and trucking and all this stuff. So Ericka, you got to go to Oakland U to have a hookup with AM1. Yeah, you know, if AM1's ready to hang out, that's what's up. Because he did say come out there. I was born in Cape Fear Hospital, Fayetteville. What's up? In cash, hey, yeah, passport heavy Jabril. Doug, if I receive reparations, Ericka's first person calling. Hey, listen, that's what's up. We'll buy up all the town, man. We'll buy up all the town. Aegon the Conqueror. Winter is coming, Aegon. Winter. Anyway, I gotta run. You're gonna need money. Look at some of the older videos. All right, you guys. You guys have been amazing. Thank you. Any questions on Welive? Put them in after this video renders, and I'll comment. But they're gonna do Welive 2020. I don't know where though. So, all right, you guys. This is Ericka from the Classic Climb blog. Signing off. Any of the courses and books you were talking about during the show are in the chat. Pick one thing, pick it well, hammer it for a year, and congratulations to all of you who watched tonight. All right, you guys, later.